All right. So the primary purpose here is to actually do the analysis. So if I don't tell you otherwise, you should always have these packages ready in your R Markdown file. And if you didn't watch the other video, then this R Markdown file might be foreign. So make sure you watch that that video first. So what we're gonna do is, first run our analysis of variance one way ANOVA. And so we want to run this AOV function, which is analysis of variance. That's fine. Our response variable is sepal length. As you can see that sepal length. Our explanatory variable is species. Okay, explanatory variable. And then our data frame is iris. And so we run this. We do a summary of the model after. And what we're after is our test statistic and our p-value. And what we notice is that when we do that, we get our p-value, which is here, and our test statistic. So that indicates what we should do to our null hypothesis, right? From there, we can actually talk about some of our assumptions. One of the assumptions is normality. And so we can talk about the normality of all our residuals from each level, regardless of the group, and use this particular format. And so LM stands for linear model, but we'll talk more about that in regression. And we'll do residuals of our linear model, and then we'll plot them, and let's see what we get. Okay. Most of our points are near the line, so it looks like it's following, a normal distribution, which is great, fantastic. The last thing, second to last thing we're going to do is talk about the assumption of equal variance or equal standard deviations. And what you would do here is run this line from summary and look at the ratio of the smallest and the largest standard deviations. So you'll take 0.636 divided by 0.352, and that assumption is that's fine. It's met in terms of equality, so that's good. It's good, fantastic. And last but not least, the Tukey HSD to figure out which of the group means are different from one another after we decide to reject our null hypothesis would be done by just using iris, the pipe operator, then Tukey HSD, and then our response variable, then our explanatory variable. Okay, and then run this. And what we see here is it doesn't show all the columns. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to run this so we can see all of them. Okay, don't take too long. Come on. I'll make this fit within our window. Okay, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's only supposed to be 3. My apologies. So this is Setosa versus versicolor. This is Setosa versus Virginica. This is versicolor versus Virginica. And so these are all the adjusted p-values, and these are the estimates for the lower bound and upper bound. As you can see, none of them include 0, so all 3 of them are different from one another. You could see that within the box plot in that video, but such is life. Thank you very much, and please let me know if you have any questions.